Hello everyone.
We're just going to
try this again.
Scroll down, make sure it's working, okay?
Just a second.
Yeah.
There's no real way to check that without being in the...
True.
Okay, it's possible we might now have game sound. Let us know in the chat if you can hear the game. Yay, success! Okay, very sorry about that.
We've defeated the Cylons.
That was entirely our fault. There was, I don't know what happened, a bit of weird technical confusion there. But it's resolved now, so let's have a go at this new campaign.
So persistent damage and crew vacancy or go home.
Yeah, let's do it. And let's watch this awesome little intro sequence.
See, we should switch over all our stream stuff to analog.
On Battlestar Galactica Deadlock.
I do love that they did the previously on.
Pycon Intel just confirmed that Admiral McKinley died in the attack on Fleet HQ.
And Admiral Sarkis?
Alive. Barely. Colonial Fleet is still yours, Kane. For now.
I am the first of 3 IL models. We are the generals, the logic, the trinity of the Cylon. Humanity is most prolific in conflict, new technologies every day, domestic, military. What you invent, we integrate. Each iteration an evolutionary leap for my people.
This is clearly a wartime engagement with hostile forces. We will not turn around and leave colonial citizens to be killed.
I expect you to act in accordance with your articles, Admiral. And as yet, no branch of Canceran government has formally asked for your help. The victory you seek here will be fleeting.
The war ends today, Cylon.
No, Admiral. We are too late. Lachesis wakes.
Spoilers, the war didn't end on that day.
Although it's been a very short expansion.
Yes, a very short TV show, to be honest. So, I'm going to see what happens next with Lucinda Kane and Colonial Fleet in the First Cylon War. And, rather nicely, they didn't play some war drums and spoil half the story before the episode started, as the show quite often did.
Didn't they stop doing that later in the show?
I think they stopped doing it in season 4.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So did you import a save for this?
I did. I imported my original save, which has done the main game, but not Broken Alliance.
Right.
I don't know if that's going to give me a disadvantage, but I don't think I have nukes. I have something... Just a moment. Do I not have, what's his name anymore? Silas Nash, the commander of the Galactica. Ooh, Atlas, Yanis. Not sure what that 3 is.
So what are the new ships we've got here?
Well, they've added the Heracles gunboat, which looks really cool for the Colonials. I'm not sure if that's here. That might be this, and it's locked. But there's also a Cylon carrier called the Gorgon. I had a very, very quick go at the Heracles in skirmish. I've not tried the Gorgon yet.
I quite like the Heracles.
I can't remember any of how the campaign interface works. Hold on a second. Right then, is this giving me a preset like fleet situation? Or has it imported some horrible fleet that I had at the end of the campaign? Okay, let's just, we should probably build some ships if we've only got 2.
That seems like a good place to start. So we can be able to defeat all the Cylons with only 2 ships down. So can you make the new ones yet, or do you have to...
I think there's probably going to be some kind of mission where it gets introduced.
I see.
So I can rush build something, but it'll, right, I have 2 Manticores. What would be a sensible thing to build? Probably a,
Manticores are the tiny little gun corvette things,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Can you build a Ranger?
Yeah. And what's that, 200 something? Okay, I can't build anything else. But,
oh my god, rushing's expensive.
Yeah. I merge fleets. Can I sell anything? Or is that not a thing? Okay, let's just see what happens. How do you listen to those briefings?
Good news, Commander. And good to see you again. We've almost finished the build for the Battlestar Demeter, and Aerolon Defense has requested that we launch her in her home sky. It's an old superstition, but I get it. The first sky she sees should be the one she protects. It's irritating to be right back at point 1, though. The Cylons aren't moving on, and I know Lachesis is out there somewhere. But try telling that to Colonial treasurers who want to argue every line item before they pay us. Kane seems to think we'll see a more generous attitude from the Quorum once we deliver Erelon and Canceron's Battlestars. After that, maybe you and I can focus on finding Lachesis and put Cylon Command down for good.
Okay, cool. So we're still building Jupiter-class battlestars. Demeter is the 8th Jupiter-class battlestar to be handed over to 12 colonies. Of the remaining 4 Jupiters to be built, it is expected only Cancerons will be completed. That's interesting. I wonder if... I suppose there's no reason, based on lines in the show, that they couldn't have failed to build some of the later Jupiters. Because did they not say Galactica was the first of the battlestars they were building one of for each colony? But I don't know if they confirmed that they actually finished all of them.
Oh, finished all 12 of them.
Yeah.
Do you know what the deal is with the new Gorgon ship?
I think it's the one that I haven't tried, but I think it's like some kind of carrier or drone carrier or something like that.
Oh, okay, cool.
I've no doubt that I will get beaten with it by the Templar Institute at some point soon.
Oh, you'll find. I mean, you can. Mark can defeat anyone with anything.
Yeah, anything large enough to crash into something. Centurion 128, Galactica was 1st and Athena was 5th. We now know what was 8th. Surely the Battlestar Jupiter would have been 1st, even if that was some kind of like prototype frame that was never properly used or something.
I don't think every universe needs to hold the convention that the prototype or the first of its class needs to share the name.
See, I've only ever encountered franchises that do that and then mess it up later. I've never encountered a franchise that like sets out never to have that mean anything. Like there's always like at least a couple of examples of it being done properly that makes you get a bit like confused. I wonder what the second was. Maybe it was Columbia. Okay, let's move the stuff around a bit. Oh, okay. So it's got the Jupiter docked with it. So that's that Jupiter's gonna have to carry this because I have such a useless fleet.
Was this the fleet that's been given to you, or is this literally just the stuff that you?
Well, I don't know. Ara Valley rings a bell, so unless it's a randomly generated name, I do wonder if maybe I ended my save with just nothing, which might be possible.
You got this, Dan.
This is a nice sort of callback because I think the first mission of the core game was called Athena and was about delivering the Battlestar Athena. And this is called Demeter and is about delivering the Battlestar Demeter.
Apologies, Admiral. Seems I developed a bit of snark while being chased across a quarter of the galaxy. But understood.
Okay, that's a reference to Anabasis then. She's been off doing Anabasis stuff.
Anabasis was such a great idea.
It really was, yeah. Okay.
Have you managed to finish one?
I don't know actually.
Yes, sir.
It's very hard, Anabasis.
When we did it on live stream, we got to the last sector.
Yeah, but it was just with a
yeah, it was
passenger
just
line.
the repair ship, admittedly. Yes.
Okay, you guys all in the right posture. Normally put this guy on defensive.
Launching alert, Vipers.
So hopefully that Jupiter actually gets launched. That'll be handy enough.
Yeah.
Tubes are clear. Preparing payload.
Yeah, we really could use that Battlestar if you want to launch that. Let's so these guys have launched Vipers. What's this, Phoboses or something maybe?
Maybe they'll only be wee.
So say we all.
Although the Manticles are pretty wee as well.
Okay, let's just focus down one of them.
Yes,
See
Commander.
what we can do.
Squadron
Points out that
target
only
is
having 2
confirmed.
manticores and a ranger against 6 enemy ships is not perhaps the
Yeah,
best odds.
it aren't great odds, to be honest. And I'm wondering if that's my fault. If it is, then maybe we should have a go without importing a save.
Might end up being working better.
But let's see what happens.
We've got that guided missiles. I don't think I've ever seen you guys' missiles in my entire
Oh,
time.
is that
knowing
because
you.
I just built this ranger and didn't bother to change its loadout?
Wow. Sorry, what range is
We're in trouble here. Oh, these have got guided missiles as well. We're gonna lose this. Okay, let's just see what happens.
IFF
So we have a
confirms
torpedo mode. We've got to put torpedoes on. It's fantastic stuff.
Defend Battlestar. I'm hoping that after a certain number of turns, the Battlestar will launch.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay.
Oh, not so bad.
So I can fire my guided missiles at least.
Manticores are primarily forward-facing arcs, right?
Well, they have a forward chin gun and 2 like dorsal aft like point defense thingies.
Right.
But let's just
Understood.
spam this guy with missiles.
Yes, Commander.
Actually, what's the range on the Daedalus's guns?
Oh, pretty good.
Can I?
Just draw guys into it.
Hey,
Hey.
that's not bad. So that guy is probably going to wander into its path quite soon.
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
Manticore is taking damage.
We need to-
They don't do a ton of damage to those guided missiles, huh?
On it, Commander.
I'd be quite impressed if you could pull something out of this. Although your manticle's already pretty
Yeah, I'm
beat up.
kind of getting the impression that maybe I'm supposed to like this starts at the end of the base campaign. You take your big end of the game fleet into this new mission.
We're gonna have a
Manticore is taking damage.
We'll see how you do. Whoa! Good save on switching the armor there. The facing.
On it, Commander.
What's this guy's left? Oh, that's not good. Well, at least that guy's gonna die in a second. So.
So say we all. Missiles on their way.
We'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Have you already reloaded on the guided missiles on those rangers?
This guy's gonna die.
Yeah, he's not looking so healthy there. Maybe chuck him into something, ram him into something.
He's not really in a position to do that. I mean, I guess he could try and hit that Revenant, but he's probably gonna die before
On
he
it,
gets
Commander.
What's his armor like?
there. Have those Vipers
He's got
finished?
left armor.
Those Vipers finished killing those Raiders. You guys get over there.
IFF confirms unit is hostile. Ranger is taking damage. Manticore, down.
God, I hope that Battlestar comes out soon.
target 45 by 99.
Wow, you completely failed to kill that hub.
Oh,
Oh, thank
Greatest
God.
contact. Colonial transponder. Looks like a civilian shuttle. They're hailing
Hooray, the
distress
civilian
frequencies
shuttle's here to
matching
save the
propulsion.
day.
they're in distress. We're in
Permission
distress.
denied.
Oh, that's the
Quarantine
shuttle
until all
from
Cylon
the
marks have been
miniseries that docks at
They
the
could
at
legitimately
the Armistice
help.
station.
Oh,
same
cool.
In which
same
case
class of
they will
shuttle.
appreciate that we are neutralizing a hostile force. We are this close to eradicating the Cylons for good, Lieutenant. I won't breach operational protocol just because you want to indulge some impatient farmers.
Oh, Kane.
Yep, she certainly isn't much different from her descendant. Okay, those Vipers can finish off that Arachne.
Yes, sir.
Well, at least we know
Wow,
that
this is
thing.
just so yeah. Please launch the Jupiter.
Anytime now. Go around the back of the Daedalus and try and draw them into the fire of that, and maybe you'll be able
But
to.
the
stall
Daedalus
out.
is not very well armed.
Well, it's armed, right?
Understood.
Your ranger's not in great shape either.
Okay, I'm gonna Leodama it.
Throw the shuttle at them.
There's an option to disable it, probably to increase the... Disable what? I missed that. I'll make voice chat more frequent.
Oh, cool.
Ranger is taking damage.
Is it the most dramatic victory ever, or the most embarrassing stream ever?
Those are the kind of odds that we go for. So he's only lost one side of his armor, right? His right side. Have a look at him.
Bottom.
Oh, right.
Pretty good nicks,
I think it was
man.
Daedalus. Oh, yeah, Daedalus.
Oh dear. Okay, so you wanna...
Or the shipyards, rather.
Oh, can the Daedalus not move? Okay.
Presumably not, right?
I thought you used to be able to make tiny movements to it, or I might be thinking of something else.
You spin it around.
That's what I was gonna do, but I guess not. Let's change its target focus to that one. Also, if I... Okay, he's already doing that.
Optimizing firing position.
That's on fire.
Daedalus is taking damage. Manticore is taking damage. Missiles incoming.
Oh dear.
Where's that shuttle actually? Oh.
Ram the shuttle into them.
Understood.
Is there any way to save that guy from all of those guided missiles?
Does anybody know whether or not this is a result of me doing a save import in the chat? Because if it is, then I'll do another one with no save import. Or maybe just spend that starting money on something other than a ranger.
I feel like even you haven't really got enough money there to make any sort of fleet. There'd still be 2 manticores and whatever else you can afford. There's no way.
Daedalus is taking damage. Manticore is taking damage.
Maybe get behind the Daedalus shipyards.
Good defense posture. Oh, my engines have been...
Oh dear. That makes sense given how many missiles you just took in the back.
Well, yeah, an import should work if you have a larger fleet ship in it. I thought I was importing the, like it should have
Daedalus
Galactica and Columbus.
Manticore is taking damage.
The campaign, but I don't know why that didn't work.
Missiles incoming.
Oh well, he took the shipyards. Maybe the Jupiter will still, not the Jupiter, yeah, the Jupiter will still launch.
This is definitely not going to work out.
Or maybe you can't spin it because you've got a ship docked to it.
Possibly. So we probably just want to try and load this again, right? This is not going to work.
Daedalus is taking damage.
Okay, let's try this again. Apologies, everyone. This is potentially not the best demonstration of this expansion pack thus far, as we've so far failed to make the sound work, and then failed the first mission by throwing 2 corvettes and a massive Cylon
Behold
fleet.
my impressive fleet from all of my years of experience. 2 manticores!
Here we are, import save file. Right. Mission 58. I must have more than 2 manticores. There's no way.
Maybe you just lost a bunch of stuff.
Is it not counting the stuff that I had in the battle at Marathon? Because I'm pretty sure I had everything in the battle at Marathon.
You just start up without importing a save, or do you have to import a save?
If I started without importing a save, what will it do?
Probably give you something that actually works.
No save imports. Let's go to Lieutenant, just in the interest of demonstrating the game. Let's see what happens.
Previously, on Battlestar
Lovely
Galactica
Captain
Deadlock.
Lieutenant, but still doing keeping damage on.
Oh yeah. Well, we're not going to persist to a second mission anyways, it doesn't make any difference. Yes, I know I did not import Grim Harbinger. I'm hoping it will give me some kind of stock force. That That would be nice.
What if it didn't give you anything?
Just get Daedalus.
You were lucky to have those 2 manticores.
Ah, okay. Now we're talking. What have you got?
Just one Battlestar. Oh no.
A Jupiter, a Ranger, and a Adamant. An Adamant, Manticore, a Manticore, and a Manticore. Okay, so it was my fault. My apologies. Let's start. Well, how much money do I have? Wow, loads of Tillium. Wow, this game...
16,000!
This game thought I would be so much better at it than I am.
Yeah, this is a lot better than having...
Let's just use what we've got. Go via the Ragnar. No, that's not the most efficient thing to do. Let's rendezvous at what's that? Aquaria.
I plotted the
Larissa
jump
whooping you
coordinates,
really
sir.
shocked your confidence, huh, Spacedock? Did you get beaten by Larissa?
No, it didn't happen.
Whoa, wait, I want to hear about this. This is new. Did you guys have a game together?
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite embarrassing.
I was on Grand Strategy Saturdays.
Were you playing Deadlock?
No, I was playing bloody Snap. Yeah, what
What
else do I
the
think I was playing?
There's lots of Grand Strategy games. Wow, you getting beaten like by Larissa is like...
Oh, very good. I was playing a bit casually for the first 2 matches, but then in the second 2, she did basically just batter me, which was a bit
hilarious.
Yeah,
it's quite funny.
Okay, I gotta end turn or something.
Well, thank you to McHappyface for pointing that out, because Dan never told me.
So I might as well spend some of this ridiculous amount of Tillium to get around the map faster. No, go. Well, I wonder if this mission requires the Daedalus to be present. Oh, it must do because it's a delivery of thingamajig. Right, let's transfer some stuff. I don't actually like manticores, so let's, or at least I don't. I'm not very good at using them. What do you have here? Okay, this fleet can just be a giant swarm of manticores.
Didn't you just say you didn't like using manticores?
A giant swarm of adamant. No, the fleet I'm leaving behind is a giant swarm of manticores.
Oh, I see.
Let's do some more transferring. 2,100 for a Battlestar, so let's...
What's your final fleet composition here? Do you think you've got enough?
You can attach.
Are you still limited to the amount of points that you can bring into a battle?
The rank of the commanding officer determines how many points a fleet can have.
Oh, you can see the veterancy bonus on the Jupiter.
Yeah. Can I free up enough space for a ranger? I do like rangers.
They're very straightforward rangers.
Yeah.
Are they actually loaded with torpedoes this time? Not
yeah, how do I do that? I can...
Oh,
there we go. Torpedoes, Mark 2s, Mark 2s.
I like sweepers. I really rate them. You can also fire torpedoes through Ranger sweepers, which is really good.
Okay. It's still only 3 ships, but they're better ships. Do you think we can do this? We can probably do this, right?
You've only got 3 ships?
Yeah, but they're all like capital ships.
You're using 3 Jupiters?
How do I make a new save? No, a Jupiter, an Artemis, and a Ranger.
Can you not get more?
I've only got 5,000 point cap on
Oh,
this
okay.
fleet.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Can I probably don't have enough space to give it another Manticore. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's give it a go.
Yeah, let's do it.
I've plotted their jump coordinates, sir.
Come far better armed this time. Did you forget to promote someone?
Probably. Oh, but happy face, I lost a fair few crews. That bloody Templin betting system on Twitch where you spend your Templin credits or whatever. Lots of people lost money betting on me.
What's this Templin credits thing?
They have like a Twitch bot thing where you can you build up credits by watching Templin streams and then you can bet them on outcomes of versus matches and stuff.
Oh, that's quite funny.
Okay, now we're talking. There's a proper fleet. They got the right stuff. Yep. No way for me to have assault raptors. Can I replace these with better? Yeah. There we go. Let's do it.
Pretty tooled up this time. Presumably the Cylons will have the same fleet composition, right?
Excuse me.
Dratus contact. Can't even launch a Battlestar in peace these days.
Let's keep the CIC professional,
Good,
please,
we have seen
Lieutenant.
this. Right. I'm gonna make up for my previous embarrassment by kicking some ass.
Yes, sir.
Do it.
With a fully armed fleet on a lower difficulty.
Yeah.
Time to save some face.
Launching alert Vipers. Launching alert Vipers. Yes, Commander.
Action station. Set condition 1 throughout the ship.
Some of the fleet chatter there.
Drinks on the first nugget to the kill slot.
Which is music?
I don't know. That's
Maybe that's
only for skirmish.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, fair.
But in fairness, they write, I believe, like music tracks for each story mission, or at least they did in the core game. So you kind of want to get the music that they.
Music in this is really good.
It is absolutely brilliant.
Good old Skirmish 3.
Yeah. Should I spam something with torpedoes? Ah, whatever. You only live once. That's
Missile
Yeah.
tubes prepped.
Unless you're a Cylon.
true. Okay. Actually, you know what? You can redirect one of your. How do I?
Understood.
Time to make a bunch of nomatoses cry.
Now I'm talking. See, this is how I normally play.
So say we all.
Ignore all that stuff that I had a minute ago.
With more ships. You send over some raptors to go scout them out.
On it, Commander.
I'll do that now.
Does that affect your effective fire range?
It affects whether you can use things like guided missiles that require you to be able to see them.
Is that it?
I'm sure there are other advantages to being able to see the enemy.
I mean, just knowing what they are is advantageous.
Where are the Daedalus Vipers? Okay, you guys go there.
Understood.
Daniel, can we get your tablet in the middle as my phone has run out of battery?
Absolutely.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Adjusting shot by 229. Fire.
Secondary battery. Full attack.
Hostile unit identified. Yes, sir. So say we all.
So this already seems to be going much better.
Yep, it's definitely going better. Those raptors have seen something. You know what? You can board that. Slow it down when it's on its way.
Hey, when civilians suddenly turns up, at least they won't come to complete despair.
Oh, I should have
Fighter
done
squadron is taking fire.
Intercepting.
Oh, the Vipers are gone. Nicely done.
God. Wow. Viper's just handling it.
On it, Commander.
Okay, those 2 Viper squadrons should finish off this.
Understood.
That guy's in really good nick, so let's spam some torpedoes.
Missile tubes prepped.
Actually, you know what? He's also lost his left armor, so let's take advantage of this to move away. Oh, that boarding action worked. Can I change what my Raptor focuses on when it's... No. Okay.
You're going to try and attack a specific
I
subsystem.
think that's probably only a Cylon thing.
Ranger is taking damage.
Like good old
Ranger is
humans,
taking
just shoot up anything that they see in front of them. This guy's commanded.
Greatest contact. Colonial transponder. Looks like a civilian shuttle. They're hailing on distress frequencies and asking for permission to dock.
Permission denied. Keep them quarantined until all Cylon marks have been cleared.
They could legitimately need help.
In which case they will appreciate that we are neutralizing a hostile force. We are this close to eradicating the Cylons for good, Lieutenant. I won't breach operational protocol just because you want to indulge some impatient farmers.
Okay, we actually probably have to go to send someone to protect that shuttle. Now that we have the capacity to do that.
That'd be fine.
Well, I mean, like...
If I was a Cylon, I'd be more worried about the entire fleet of Colonial Battlestars in front of me rather than one shuttle that just happened to turn up.
They only need to take
So say we all.
one set of Vipers, Raiders over there and it will get wrecked. This guy needs to get out of dodge. On the quick. Let's do defense posture. He's no use with his guns pointed that way, so we can do that. You guys, no.
You just set a unit of Vipers to defend the shuttle.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Shout.
If I can remember where the shuttle is. Where's the shuttle?
Oh, there it is. Is that it? Is that Cylon?
No, it's a shuttle.
You sure?
Was there a Raptor? No, that's the
Oh,
shuttle.
that's the shuttle. There
Okay,
you go.
that's one. And you... there's probably a more efficient way of doing this. There we go.
Good job.
I was able to actually take this.
Missiles incoming!
Hey!
Not today, Tin
Ranger is taking
Sim does spin
damage.
it around.
Ah, you can use the fancy voice chat assistant to hear all these people on my Ranger going, oh my god, our commander's such an idiot, I'm dying in here. You guys switch to defense and start repairing yourselves.
Understood.
What kind of condition is that guy in? Not great. You know what? You can stay on
The
there.
torpedoes are ready to go.
Yeah, and you can fire off your aft while you're running away. 33, 49, so he wants to go forward and down. Maximum survivability.
That is something I always forget to do whenever I'm playing this. It's just like regularly change altitude. Oh,
Ranger is taking damage. Ranger down.
Ah, damn. Oh well, he lost his torpedo.
Yeah, it makes such a huge difference just changing your altitude every turn. It just protects you from torpedoes.
Oh look, they did send some raiders to kill the...
So it should be fine, right? With all those Vipers?
Yep.
2 units of Vipers Mark IIs, you'll be fine.
Maybe I should get my Vipers out of the way so I can start flying.
Pretty dramatic how they both exploded at the same time there.
Yeah.
Did they fire torpedoes at each other?
I think so, yeah.
I'll look cool on the replay. We do that.
Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have disembarked that Raptor before blowing up the ship it was attached to.
That Ranger must be getting a feeling of deja vu.
No Marines left, okay.
I feel like that Ranger's going to be getting a feeling of exploding.
Where's that Talon? They're pretty weak. We can, there you are. You get over there and fire your LMD rockets.
Oh, we watched the first Matrix again recently. We're doing the 20th anniversary.
Hey, we're doing pretty well here.
Yeah.
Anything in the chat interesting happening? Okay, we can actually kind of go on the offensive now.
Yeah, do it. How many ships have they got left?
That looks like 2.
Easy. Oh, if you recall the Raptors, you can board enemy ships with it again.
On it,
Right, you
Commander.
can put more Marines in the Raptors. I didn't know that. Let's
Recalling Squadron.
Oh, that's nice. That gives recalling a purpose.
Well, they had a purpose before with the sweepers to get the
To get more chaff.
shaft back, yeah.
Every time I do one of these Deadlock expansion streams, I discover a load of interesting things from the previous expansion that I forgot to mention and go, oh my god, that's interesting.
You're burdened never to know everything.
Yes, Commander.
Give me thank you. Well, probably won't hit it, but oh well.
Yes, sir.
Fire station is online.
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
Oh, it is
nice
in that
design.
range. Okay, let's just broadside this guy as we go past him. You are in really good nick, so you can start rushing ahead. I'm going to keep oscillating this shuttle around to protect it.
Oh, this guy's got 200 hours of the game, but he didn't know he could re-on this.
Clean up order received. Rally on me.
I've said it a million times. I say it every time I play this, but the ship design is gorgeous in this game. It's
Yeah,
just
it really
perfect.
is.
I've never seen like a new iteration of a franchise or a spin-off like interpret the art design so perfectly. Like there's a lot of pressure to get it right with Battlestar fans and all that. Like to have it like a proper extrapolation of the core design. And I mean, here it's obviously this is like a direct adaptation of the original series Galactica that they've used to make the Artemis, which is really nice. But like the Adamant is maybe my favorite design in this whole game. It's just gorgeous. It's just so slick and well put together. Really fantastic art design.
Understood.
Even the Cylon stuff
Yes,
was,
Commander.
I guess that dated vibe really well.
Yeah, they the inspirations they took from Stolen Colonial.
Yeah, exactly.
And they foreshadow on the base stars as like the triangle motif starts to
Yeah, yeah.
slowly
All
get
Cylon
introduced
forces
into
are
the
down.
ships.
Civilian shuttle, you are green to board and will be received by the quarantine team in Hangar Bay 3.
Okay, let's what's
So
the
that Battlestar never got
Armed
launched.
escort is not necessary, Lieutenant.
Oh,
I surrender myself peacefully to Colonial Fleet.
Beta and Delta squads to the hangar immediately.
Oh.
I want that toaster disarmed and detained now.
Was this one of the
Cylon,
the tactical
generals.
Action station. Set condition 1 throughout the ship. Strings on the first nugget to lose their kill flat.
the voice chatter plays nicely.
Time to make a bunch of monatos and try.
Adjusting shock on point 29. 5.
I've got to say, this game does so much right. I love its gameplay. It's like my favourite space combat interface strategy game ever. But if I had to pick one thing that this game does better than anything else, it's just the music, and the replays, and the art design, and the visuals. It's just like, it just looks so bad. They did it so well. It's brilliant. This is what happens when people who love a franchise can tell that the passion.
We're taking fire! Not today, Tin Can!
Oh, I like hearing the,
Escort clear zone intact. Priority 1 is to stay there. Escort clearance zone is active!
Yeah, the voice chat really comes into its own on the replays.
Not today, Cracker. Not today.
No, if I had my way, every sci-fi franchise would be adapted.
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained.
I do hope they make more with it. I hope other things take inspiration.
I prefer this so much to like really fast-paced RTS stuff. Like that's just my personal preference.
Suck at RTS. I get very overwhelmed.
No toaster's
There's a lot of them that I like. But, I mean, people love Homeworld, and I love the atmosphere and the story in Homeworld and all that. But the I can't really get into that like build a massive force, throw it all really quickly, build loads more, throw it all really quickly thing.
Like, stuff like that was to get the back foot to the back. I just suck.
Yeah, I prefer like this places so much importance on each ship and all that. It's nice.
Apparently the game sounds quite loud.
Oh, during the replays, do you want to lower the?
Yeah, we'll turn down the
winter loading screen when it's called. Yep, we'll fix that in a moment, chaps. Apologies.
I really like this game. Yeah, bring that down to about there.
Okay, sorry about that. The replays can get a bit loud. Clothos warning. Oh, is this the briefing?
What the frack? Did it think we were going to roll out the welcome mat for it?
Our last known actions were not overtly hostile, Lieutenant. My coming to you was a calculated risk.
Really? Because last I remember, we knocked on your front door with a couple of nukes and called it a day.
That is improbable, despite the uncertainty in this reversion's historical...
Now we've turned down the game sound immediately before they all start talking.
What do you know about Lachesis? Where is it hiding?
Lachesis does not hide.
Are people now saying the game is too quiet?
That is because they are biding,
Only because they're talking now.
amassing their power. You should do the same if you intend to survive their arrival.
You're not in a position for idle threats, robot.
The threat does not come from me, Admiral, and it is anything but idle.
Wait, what do you mean reversion? You told Sam you don't have any backups.
This host is a reversion, not a backup. A replica made at a specific point in time.
Spacedock, keep an eye out for Ages of the Federation. The Star Trek mod for Sins of a Solar Empire. Didn't you get me to try and download that once?
No, that was Star Trek Armada 3, the Star Trek mod. Okay, so now the game's too quiet.
Turn the game sound back up now that people are talking.
Sorry, it's just those replays are quite loud. Do you reckon about that, mate?
A little bit more.
There?
Yeah. Okay.
The brig. Deactivate all wireless comms in that sector and maintain a full armor. Take no chances. Agathan, report to me in 2 hours with every option we have to open up and decrypt this thing. Its execution is stayed until we know for certain there are no more like it hiding.
Okay, we're having a Spacebook messaging chat with the Cylon. We probably shouldn't. Hub assault. What is that? Okay, we probably shouldn't do side quests if we're meant to be showing off this main game. But let's watch the replay.
Admiral Sarkis has not been a model patient.
I mean the briefing.
But I've read the complaints to prove it. The Admiral is barely back on his feet, but he wants an immediate transfer to Daedalus Fleet Group. Daedalus will continue to act as Colonial HQ. When Sarkis comes on board, it means we'll have the full roster of Admiralty present. I don't know what your opinion on that is, but I call it one big clusterfuck waiting to happen. The handbook doesn't have much to say about dealing with a full house in command and a high-value prisoner in the brig, other than avoid at all costs. At least we'll also have Galactica
the big G is in this one.
If anything goes wrong.
Well, hey.
Admiral Sarkis has discharged himself from the Ranger campus of the Pycon Medical Corps outside Palian. Okay, so this is interesting, because this is the guy who's... The only reason Kane is in charge of the Colonial Fleet is because this guy is, like, hospitalized or whatever.
Right.
So I wonder if they're going to go all power-mad Kane and have a try and stay in charge, even after he's...
Kane never goes power-mad. What are you talking about?
So we probably don't need the data list for this one, right? How do you check whether that's something that you need?
Admiral Sarkis has not been a
Oh, requires the presence of the data list at the mission marker.
There you go, that's a pretty good indicator.
Yep.
The Admiral is barely back on
so we lost that Jupiter, can we...
transfer to Daedalus Fleet Group.
Did you lose the Jupiter?
I mean, we lost the
Ranger.
The Ranger.
Yeah.
Oh, luckily there's one just sitting next to it. That's 1,050. What can we have instead?
I don't know what your opinion on that.
I think it would be wise to replace the Ranger with 2 frigates.
You got guys that you can promote now.
Oh yeah, hold on.
What's that thing that you missed?
About dealing with a full house in command and a high-value prisoner in the brig, other than avoid at all costs. At least we'll also have Galactica nearby to rely on if anything.
Can I just keep promoting him? Hold on. I'm going to keep promoting this guy. Oh, cancel. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm just going to facilitate shoving as many many ships into the same fleet as humanly possible. So it's Battlestar, that's Battlestar. You go there, and then you can jump. Oh no, I can repair things because I have the Daedalus here, which is cool. And then I'll jump you over to... what planet's that? Aquaria? Go. Apologise for my horribly inefficient use of Tilium and stuff here. If I was playing a proper campaign, I probably wouldn't be doing it this slapdash, but... oh well. Oh, hang on a second. I like adamants. Let's...
He's going to chuck in a ship to replace the Ranger into that Daedalus fleet.
Yeah, 7,000 points. So I can probably... how much is it? 1,050.
Well, no. Have you got a ton more fleet points to spend now that you've promoted that guy? What have you got?
Yeah. What can I get for 1,000 points?
Can you not get Ranger for 1,000 points?
I could. It's 1,050. I could plug that Minotaur in. Wherever I left it. No, you. Okay, 7,900. That sounds pretty.
You just downgrade the Vipers and then put the Ranger in.
I don't think it works like that in the campaign. I think in the campaign, upgrades are things that you spend Tilium on at the start of matches,
right?
Rather than using actual fleet points.
I see.
Detected a Cylon strike fleet, sir.
Okay,
one of our
quickly
allies
save the game
is
in
being
case I
attacked.
screw something up.
Fleet group has its coordinates.
Okay, I apologize to anyone who lives on these planets that are currently being invaded by the Cylons, because I'm. Can I promote the? Let's have a look at the veterancy system. Can I promote these Battlestar captains? Or is it just the ships get better? Veteran, 20% firewall strength, 20% flak damage. Wow. Wow, they really do get better. Oh, have they got the... Oh, and I can name ships without any, like in multiplayer...
Plus 20% firewall damage, plus 20% flank damage, plus 3% damage reduction.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
In multiplayer, you have to pick from the available ship names because of like profanity filters and stuff. But in the campaign, you can just name your ships whatever.
Oh, cool.
Which is pretty cool. I need to change that.
Yeah, it's something profane.
Right, this is a serious business fleet.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Can I go straight to there? Oh, I watched this briefing. I think I already have. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna go meet Admiral. What's his name?
Why torpedoes over guided missiles?
Mic not working properly.
Turn the sound down on this thing. Right. Yeah, why torpedoes over guided missiles then?
I just prefer being able to use them at longer ranges. That's like I prefer. I use guided missiles as the Cylons quite a lot.
Don't they do a ton more damage? The torpedoes.
They do. They just don't track targets.
Run the risk of
You
not
can
actually
fire them
hitting
at stuff that's you've not detected yet, and they don't track. But they don't track targets. Okay. So since the Daedalus is not like deploying anything, I probably put it farther away this time. Although it didn't actually deploy anything during the match last time. But this is a big old fleet.
Got a lot of ships there. So what you got? You got three manticores?
3 Adamants, a Minotaur, a Jupiter, an Artemis, and a Ranger.
Ah, I see.
Fire Fist, suggested as a Battlestar name. I don't think we can change that now, but we'll see if we can do that in a minute.
Can we name one to Flaming Pyzak?
Yeah, the Screaming Firehawk from The Expanse. Flying Alamo was one of the suggestions.
3, 2, 1. Jump complete.
They really are quite
Multiple
big.
contacts and getting a read from a single colonial transponder.
1,400 meters, I believe.
Recognition codes for authentication.
Lena, come on. Do you need to do this every time?
Every time. I'm glad you're there, Sam. Any news?
Oh, is she still on the Galactica
A
then?
couple of Cylons jumped in a few minutes ago, but no aggression so far. They've just kept distance.
Tell Galactica to clean up before moving out. No reason to get sloppy and leave stragglers behind.
Okay.
Okie doke.
Oh, is that the Galactica? Wow, we have a serious force here.
They don't really look like they're equipped to deal with you at all.
Yes, sir.
May as well.
Understood.
So who's the commander of the Galactica at this point?
Silas Nash. In fact, it's one of the first lines in the show. Is when what's his name? Doral, the Cylon, is doing the Galactica history tour on the ship at the beginning of the miniseries, and he says Galactica represented Caprica and was first commanded by Commander Nash.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then he shows up in Blood and Chrome. And this.
Understood.
Yeah, they better be a pretty big 2 ships they've got there, otherwise
yeah.
they're gonna have a bad time.
Daedalus launch.
Yes, sir.
He does. And he goes to defense.
Greatest marks are tagged.
Almost feel bad for the Cylons on this one.
Escort clear zone
Almost.
intact.
That's a lot of Vipers. Oh my god, how many Vipers that is. It's like what,
Yes,
25 Vipers? No, I can't count.
So say we all. On it,
It's like
Commander.
13. It's a lot of Vipers.
That's a lot of squadrons.
On it, Commander.
Speaking of which, let's send the Raptors to the farther away one.
Understood.
Oh yeah, you could board, actually. You know what, Galactica, you can actually start firing as well.
Yes, sir.
Ah, it's guided missiles.
Hostile unit identified.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Two Nemesis corvettes.
Oh my dear. Oh, there you go.
Contacts. Looks like your stragglers sent for a couple of friends.
They are just meant to be stragglers.
Ugh.
Oh, okay.
Understood. Yes, Commander.
Right.
So what's the plan here, Dan? What
I don't think
brilliant
this-
strategic maneuvers?
Not
will
really
you
an
pull
engagement
off?
that warrants a plan by the looks of it.
Do you know what the other ships they just jumped in are?
No. In fact, in the interest of caution, I should probably start sending people over there to check it out.
Well, the best thing to do in this kind of situation is always just keep your guys together, right? Surely.
I mean, normally you don't have this many ships, though.
Yeah.
Let's just start reorienting these guys. That's not gonna be a crash, is it?
You're gonna crash into him, are you?
On it, Commander.
Right, there's already one Raptor doing that, so you can break off and go board whatever the farthest away of those two is. There you go.
We're gonna hammer the frackers so they can't get back up. Transport priority 1 still on.
Missiles incoming!
Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual.
Ranger is taking damage.
Oh,
So good having Vipers defending against missiles.
let's watch out for this big rock.
Understood.
Will be an ignominious end for the Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, I don't remember that happening. There's just a giant dent in the galactic all the way that's shown and no one noticed.
This is where Spacedock crashed into a rock 45 years ago.
So the guided missiles just wobble around for visual distinction, right?
It probably makes them harder for Strikecraft to shoot down.
Oh, they're just more of the small ones.
Yeah.
Ranger is
Yeah.
taking damage.
Adjusting shot light.
Fighter squadron is taking fire.
It's not so fleet. Admiral, they sent over a Cylon shuttle to attack us next.
Oh,
More contacts.
Huh?
Galactica, do you read? Is this?
I see them. This isn't like before, Lena. It's just a coincidence. We've got it handled.
Whoa, what's happening here? Can you come on that ship?
no, it's a Revenant.
Alright.
But I should probably prioritize it. It's a bit more of a threat than these corvettes.
Yes, sir.
What kind of angle am I on here?
Why are the torpedoes?
Yeah, I'm just concerned that...
You can hit your ship?
You
Nah,
do
it's
that.
Say we
fine.
all. Yes, Commander.
What do they mean it's not going to be like before?
I don't know. It might require me to have remembered things from stuff that I don't remember things from. That'll be okay.
Understood.
Oh, this person's got 23,905 slits.
Wow, that sounds very impressive.
A rank 5 in the leaderboard of 3,204. Quite high.
This Twitch channel is better organized than ours. Ah, I now know that I can... Does this guy still have Marines? Or has he used them all? Yeah, okay, so you can recall and go
Squadron.
put more Marines on that.
What are the, that's a normal Raptor.
Yeah.
What do they do once you've got the Marines off of them?
They can do, they can buff people's firewalls, and they can disarm mines and things.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Oh, look, the person at number 1 started showing off as well. With their 39,905 slots.
Ranger is taking damage.
Wow, I missed a lot of torpedoes.
Big flex. Oh yeah, there's a lot of torpedoes flying off into nowhere.
Okay, this is getting pretty serious.
More marks have jumped in. Confirmed hostile. Sam, the signal patterns match what we saw in the frontier colonies.
What am I looking at, Praetor?
Attention on deck. Sir, Cylon forces with similar engagement patterns to what we ran into during Operation Anabasis.
So, a vanguard.
You see the torpedoes flying off in the distance.
This isn't your concern right now, Jubal. You should be resting.
And you should be finishing your job. Deal with these Cylons, Admiral.
You heard him, Dan.
Okay. It's a good job I brought a ginormous fleet. Is that in the process of exploding? No, it's not. Okay.
Make sure you don't just accidentally leave it this time.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This is escalated.
You should probably start. Yeah. Okay, he's probably got line of sight. Okay, it's all gonna be fine. You guys.
Yes, Commander.
Around there.
So say we all.
Ah, has Galactica sorted its Raptors out?
Are they all souped up and ready to go?
Unless they just got destroyed.
No, they're there.
No, the Galactica just has 2 squadrons of Mark 1s by the looks of it.
Well, what about the sea? Are those not your Raptors?
The what?
Below the sea, so ZXC. What's C? Are those not the Raptors that you recalled?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Not today, Tin Can.
Hey.
Oh, nicely done.
Missiles incoming.
Okay, now these Raptors can go check that out.
People in the chat saying that this game system would work great with Expanse.
Oh, it really would. I mean, you'd need some kind of changes to accommodate for like Christochrome deceleration burns and stuff. Like maybe if you could extrapolate this to work over much larger distances. But if you were going to adapt the Expanse's space combat into any engine, I would want it to be this. It would be so cool. Slytherin, if you ever want to do that, make sure I'm involved, please. I wrote all the backstory lore for a lot of those ships. I'd love to do that. It'd be so perfect. It'd be the ultimate collaboration.
Understood.
Be a meeting of legends.
Okay, this guy's reloaded. You know what? You're just gonna
missiles on their way.
Arachne. I'm wondering when we might get a chance to show off the Heracles. If it's not involved in the mission after this, I might boot up Skirmish and show it off.
Understood.
Just so the lovely viewers can see the new ships.
Mm-hmm.
On it, Commander.
Go, go, go.
Marked incoming on priority 1.
Nice.
Accepting.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
So your range is looking pretty up there.
He has no front armor as well. You know, for safety's sake, I might move him out of the way. Actually, if I keep him on attack posture so he can fire torpedoes as he's falling back.
Understood. Yes, Commander. So say we all. Yes, Commander. Yes, sir. Understood.
He's looking a little ganged up on there.
Get him, get him! Switching guns to manual.
Good job, Dan. Still got that 101 left.
Yep, this should be pretty straightforward.
Understood.
In fact, I'm so confident that I'll probably get those raptors out of the way. You can just chill out.
On it, Commander. Yes, sir.
That got a little messy. We're talking down. Reaching bingo fuel.
Nicely done, not losing anything. Oh.
Oh.
Not over.
I guess I'll just regroup everyone. Actually, let's start heading for the Daedalus. Or the Daedalus, as it's spelled differently.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
Oh! Do I need to call the raiders?
Fleet of order received. Rally on me.
Appears to be some Cylon raiders. Oh no, it's a disabled nemesis from ages ago.
Oh right, so it just survived.
Yeah. That's what's happening here. Okay, well this guy's about to get hit by a tide of vipers.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that's enough? He's all 13 squadrons. Looks
Yes,
like
sir.
Yeah, probably.
This guy's donezo.
Oh, did I kill my own raptors by accident? Oh no, they're
Yes,
just gone.
sir.
Everybody boost
Yes,
thrusters
sir.
for maximum scariness.
It'd be quite funny in the replay when you defeat everyone, just amble around for a bit, realise where it is, and then
On
like
it,
a
Commander.
horde of vipers all fly over the same spot.
This is a bad situation for this Cylon to be in.
Yes, sir.
Also, may as well do that. Okay, I assume I can just end the turn here without everybody crashing into each other. So we'll be okay.
Yes, Commander.
There we go.
Last contact is dark. Sam, you all good over there?
The Praetor is preparing our marine escort for transfer. We will be aboard
Let's done that.
presently. Galactica Actual. Out.
Ah, so Sarkis is personally commanding Galactica.
If you're going to watch this replay, make sure to turn the sound down a little bit before you go. Because the guns can get quite loud.
Okay. It's, Righto, remind me to turn the sound quality back up after the replay.
You got it.
Greatest marks are tagged.
Escort clearance zone intact. Priority 1 is in safe hands. We're gonna hammer the frackers till they can't get back up. Escort priority 1 still online. Target acquisition is through. Give me manual control now.
Adjusting shot by .13. Fire.
Optimizing fire.
Reloading. Keep your target locked and watch for clearance.
Those replays are so good.
Yeah.
They really did feed in those tiny little ships into us one at a time, though.
Yeah.
Marked incoming on priority 1.
Expecting. Setup. Touching back to manual.
That got a little messy.
We're on down. Reaching bingo fuel. Time to clean up and go home. Clean up order received. Rally on me.
There's the Vipers. What's going on?
No toaster's gonna do me like that. Not today.
Oh my god, this poor Corvette.
They're breaking. Push the line.
Desperately tried to flee.
Sweep the decks and prepare for catch. We're done here.
Nice job.
There we go.
Let's turn the sound back up. Yes.
And I think before we wrap up, we might go over to skirmish and show off some of the new ships.
I do quite like the new Colonial ship. Yeah, a little crack
Heracles,
before,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, let's save this. You guys can see more of the Sin Sacrifice campaign if you check it out on release day. But for the moment, we'll head over to Skirmish.
And when is the release day, Dan? Okay.
I definitely know that, and I'm definitely not currently checking. Unfortunately, my tablet has died. Excuse me.
So we're going to set up a skirmish here.
Yep, go for it.
We're just going to have a set up a fleet with a couple of the new ones against each other.
Yes, let's put some Heracles in there. I actually have a list ready that you can quickly edit.
Oh, good job. What does this thing do, the Heracles?
It's like a super heavy armor. The game's coming out on the 19th of March. It's coming. So there we go. In due order, sort that out. 19th of March, you can play Sin and Sacrifice. But the Heracles is like a super Minotaur. It's just loads of armor and guns, which is good. Let's get one of these maps.
Hedgehog.
Yeah, I think that's loads of debris.
Look at all these anti-temporal fleets. You got enough fleets there, Dan?
There we go. Modify this. Let's go 2 Heracles and then we'll fill the rest of the force out with some other stuff. I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of these. They're a good, like, point economy ship, I think.
How much are they?
They're 1,250.
And you don't even need to spend anything on any Greeblies.
No.
Because they're just guns and flak. Yeah, most of the time you can only get the flak on, like, the big ships. They seem quite, like, it's definitely the kind of thing that I would use all the time. There's tons of guns and also defense stuff.
Replace that with something better. No, that's too much. We have a Artemis 4050.
Can you rename the ships in this?
Yes, we're from a list of available options.
Okay.
Could have a Yanis and super load it.
How much damage does the flak fire actually contribute when they're not firing flak and they're just shooting at the enemy? And does that only work within a certain range? Drop a million questions.
Yeah, I think it makes a bit of difference. Alright, that'll do. It's not the most efficient fleet, but let's give it a go. Also, it really shows how large these Heracles things are when the Yanis is like smaller than them by quite some margin. I'm also going to quickly make a Cylon force.
SNS2 electric boogaloo.
With the Gorgon. I've not been calling it that. What have I been calling it? I've been saying it was called something else.
You said Gorgon.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like
unless you said Gorgon or something.
I feel like I accidentally called it a Cyclops or something at some point. My mistake. Okay. So it's like heavy squadrons. War drivers, scorpions, or heavy raiders. Okay. Well, scorpions are always pretty good.
So that's only 550 points for the basic one? That's pretty cheap.
These are cheap, aren't they?
Yeah, wow. Are they just small little carrier things?
That can only carry heavy units.
2 slots is quite good. What do the scorpions do? Are they
They're gun platforms.
I see.
Just give them
It was something huge.
Yeah. Oh, my force is pointing the wrong way.
I think you just inherently thought that it'd be the other way because that's how you made the other fleet face one way.
Yeah. Revenant. Stuff 2 Revenants. Can't go wrong with those, and I'll get rid of one of those Scorpions to free up the point. There we go. Okay. We go SNS1 against SNS2.
SNS2 has considerably more ships than you.
Yeah.
Cyclops sounds like it would be a good name for a Cylon ship. Did you take any nukes?
Yeah, the Yanis has a nuke on it.
Oh, cool. I never know what to do when I get boarded. It's always a bit overwhelming.
Colonials normally just put your posture into defense and fix your armory if it's broken. Cylons, you can divert power to Centurions.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Cool. Alright, got it, Dad.
Right then.
Show off the weapon arcs and stuff.
Yeah. So these Heracles things mean business. Actually, you know what? Having flak on something that's not a Battlestar is just really helpful.
Yeah, yeah.
Something that doesn't launch fighters, so you can have flak without also having the risk of killing your own fighters.
They also don't take missiles as well, so you need to worry about not being able to fire them instead. Because the only choice that you've got there is whether or not you want to turn off flak for a bit of extra damage. The plan here is to go around the outside and just get them all shooting in. Why is it going to crash into each other like that?
No.
Okay.
At least not immediately.
That's a problem for future Dan.
We're gonna hammer the frackers till they can't get back up.
Well, that's some very nice symmetry you've got going on there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now they're all going to crash into each other.
Understood.
That'll be fine.
This is certainly an interesting maneuvers you've.
You know what? I'm gonna start.
And they're definitely not going to crash into each other next turn.
I'm gonna start offsetting this guy so that he doesn't.
Yes, sir.
Crash into the.
Okay.
Okay, the game's definitely not lying to me here. This guy's definitely gonna make it through. Should I boost his thrusters just to be sure?
On it, Commander.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's go.
Sure.
Firing solution is online.
Pretty snug.
Target is 34599.
Hello. These Gorgons are doing something.
They like buffing the small ships.
I think so, yeah.
Yes, Commander.
I think you need to get these Heracles in to defend that Yanis.
So
oh, that's a hell of a sharp turn.
Yeah, they can turn pretty hard, can't they? So what's the issue here? This.
You sure you want to turn away? Doesn't seem like it's going to be particularly helpful for anyone. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Switching guns, men.
Wow, they mean business, those Heracles. Okay. You know what? You can start going over him. Or whatever. He's going to be dead in a second anyway. You go left flak.
How many points did you say they were?
The Heracles was 1,050. I might be wrong there. 1,000 and something. No, maybe 1,400. I don't know. Stop asking me questions on this stream where I'm supposed to know things about this game.
Well, you can fit 3 of them in a fleet because you made one like that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. That seems like it's just a solid fleet by itself, frankly.
Maybe. I don't know. Like, if they had a lot of like fighters, you might be in trouble.
Just flak them down. They can flak. 1,250.
1,250.
Centurions have boarded one of our ships.
Ooh.
Oh, 2 Heracles and a carrier or some kind.
Yeah, I did try and do that a minute ago, but it wasn't very points efficient. Like you get the Heracles and the Atlas, and then you've got like 360 points spent, but you can't really afford to spend. There's no ship cheap enough to fill the rest of the gap, but so you
can't really cut out the Heracles.
No.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, yeah, let's zero in on this chap. You know what? You might as well do that.
At Spacedock, mind showing us the armament?
Yep, I can do that. Here we go. We got 6,000 meter range, low rate of fire, low accuracy, 3 damage, heavy turrets. There's 3 sets of those, and then there's point defense guns, high rate of fire, high accuracy, 6,000 meters, 0.2 damage, 2 sets.
What's the damage on the big ones?
3.
Wow.
Janus is taking damage.
You want to turn your flak off?
Yeah, might be a good idea.
Although, I'll say that then.
There are actually raiders in the flak field though, so...
Oh, right. Well, then whatever.
This guy's in trouble.
Understood.
Ah. Oh, that's not ideal. How can you not see that? It's right next to him. That means this guy's going to have to survive the turn, which seems unlikely.
He's got a lot of left armor.
Okay, this guy might have to come in and try and save him.
Understood.
What were the big scary ships you loaded out the Gorgons with?
One of them's got heavy raiders and a Scorpion, and one of them's got just heavy raiders.
You both Scorpion and both of them,
No, I have to take one of them off the 3 points up. Die. Oh no, please don't die. Oh damn, got a line of sight.
Oh my god, was the explosion bigger because I had a nuke on board?
No, I don't think so. That's not how nukes work.
That's
In both reality and fiction, if you blow up a plane with a nuclear weapon on it, it will not blow up with a nuclear explosion.
Oh, I suppose that's true.
You can turn your flag off. Also, you know what? Maybe you should finish the guy off. No, flag left, please. Thank you.
Hostile unit identified.
Bloody hell. The Heracles does so much damage.
Well, Cerberus is almost dead already.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay, cancel flak. Let's bring more guns to bear. Also, let's have a look at the weird Gorgon. Oh.
Oh, looks like a little face. Look at it. Look at the front. It's like a mouth and 2 eyes. Ah!
Oh, has it got a through deck?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It looks like a Trade Federation landing
I was
ship.
gonna say that!
Yeah. That's like been stretched in MS Paint. Interesting. Wow, Jesus.
We're taking the same fire.
Firstly, I haven't really shown off the details of the Heracles that much. It is very nice.
There's a ton of guns on it.
Yeah. Again, with a Star Wars reference, it kind of reminds me of the Dreadnought heavy cruiser, like that engine assembly.
Oh, yeah. It's half a base star from the original series.
Oh yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? It looks like half a base star.
Missiles incoming!
By .15. Fire!
They're doing business. Wasn't there another Cylon ship?
No,
Is it just the two Gorgons left?
Yeah. The Gorgons seem pretty good, but it looks like they need other things to support to work properly, so...
Well, you kind of just flagged down all the heavy raiders, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked very well.
Oh, there's the music swapper. We can switch to Skirmish 3.
Claiming the premium bounty, sir.
Also, they have very good firing arcs. They really just fire in all directions.
Yeah, the Heracles.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Look at, I mean, look at that. It's got dorsal, ventral, and like every angle except behind it. If you're anywhere other than behind it, you're doomed.
You're donezo.
Order received.
Nicely done.
Right,
Yeah.
do you fancy having a go as the Cylons, mate? No? Fair play. Let's watch the replay. Ooh. Yes, I believe there is new music in the DLC.
Firing solution is online.
I'm gonna get a lot used to this Heracles thing.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Switching guns,
Oh,
command.
you need to really well to get to all these things.
Yeah.
You can't really bring stuff to counter it either. You can't like flag down. If you bring any points of like Vipers and
Got
Black,
him!
and it kind of just goes to waste because it doesn't have any torpedoes and stuff you can shoot out or Vipers you can shoot out. Bring anything to dagger with, they can just flag their stuff down. So it's just super efficient like guns.
Reloading.
Yeah, someone's saying the Heracles was like the racing class destroyer.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
The way it gets narrow before the engines.
We're taking sustained fire.
Cosmonaut wants the Osiris and Valkyrie. That's I agree with that. That's like the two.
What's that?
That's the Scorpion platform.
Oh, okay.
That's the two first Silent War designs I'd love to see in Deadlock. The Orion class stealth Battlestar and the Valkyrie class Battlestar.
Bizarrely, one of the most successful videos about the last Battlestar.
Yeah. Not even the class, just specifically the Battlestar Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Those Heracles are good.
What are the blue lines in the background? I'm going to find out now because I'm going to have one quick round as the Cylons and then we'll wrap this up.
So it's 19th of March this comes out.
Yep.
What's the date today?
It is. 13th.
Oh. So that's going to be next Tuesday. I'll stop asking you questions now. Oh yeah, the blue line was the Gorgon buffing the fighter.
Yeah, we'll go with that now.
So he's gonna do SNS2 v SNS1.
Yeah. Or do you want to do that, or should we put it against a different fleet?
That works.
Against SNS1. Okay.
Well, let's see how well the you stand up against the Heracles if you're fighting against them.
Yeah. Wait, I've lost where I am. There it is. I don't think SNS2 is a very well built fleet. I should probably change something about it. Just then.
More Gorgons. Entirely Gorgon fleet. Oh dear, your tablet's just run out of battery.
Oh.
All the electronics are dying around us. You could fit a ton of fighters in an entirely Gorgon fleet.
The Gorgon can't carry normal raiders. It can only carry heavy raiders and war drivers.
Can you kill a ship by boarding it?
Yeah, I think you can. If you disable everything else, then they start attacking the CIC, which just damages the ship. So unless they explodes. Maybe you're meant to use them for like mass boarding, like.
Yeah. What if it entire? Because you could fit like a ton of them into a fleet, right? Because they're only like 550 points, right?
Yeah.
So in a 4,000 point fleet, you get like 7 or something ridiculous.
You know what Mark's going to use them for?
And then you can have 2 heavy raiders on each of them.
He's going to use them to drop just nothing but Scorpion platforms everywhere. Okay, let's give this a go. I must warn you all, crap at playing as the Cylons.
Oh, Souls to have a good look at the new ships.
Sure. I can show the Gorgon. We're out of range of the Heracles at the moment. But this is the Gorgon, like heavy support carrier thingy.
Its little face. Look.
Yeah.
Cylon raiders come out of it.
Yep, it looks like a base star that's been cut in half like a slice of toast. Repair bay.
Oh, presumably that just fixes up the squadrons, right?
Oh wait, can I land squadrons from any ship in this to fix them?
Ah.
It has a vacant bay that just fixes other people's squadrons.
Did you bring any squadrons on any other ship?
No, but the other Gorgon could conceivably put stuff in there, I guess.
Face obsessed.
Machine learning. How do I read what this does? I don't know.
Cylons are confusing.
What do we want here? Probably want damage reduction. Oh, well, let's see what kind of weapons it has.
Systems have been updated.
Okay.
Face reminds me of Aztec statues.
So it has point defense only, but it seems to have quite a lot of it.
By your command.
You know what? I can use this to do like radius range and things.
Oh, you just put them out anywhere?
Launching sentry.
So, I'm told that these Scorpion platforms are quite good.
Yeah, they are. They're bloody annoying when you're playing as the Colonials. Damage reduction. Hanger and radius range.
Can you recall them afterwards?
I can't remember. I don't play as the Cylons very often. No, that's not what I want.
Launching raiders.
Okay, can I get...
Calculating. Calculating.
You guys do navigation, fire control, damage reduction. Get over there. You guys do navigation, fire control, and damage reduction.
Oh, machine learning makes your drones better at dodging and attacking.
That sounds handy. That also makes me wish I had a different fleet with like an Argos and more Cerberus, I guess is the plural. I might lose this.
You do like your fancy symmetrical formations.
I think we should focus down one of those Heracles right away.
That sounds like a good idea. Board it! Board it with the Uranus.
Let's get like a crossed broadside. Like that. Maybe it would be easier to go for the right one.
Calculating.
Yeah, let's what do you mark 0. That being said, they do have tons of flak.
How many heavy rigs have we got? You must have like 3, right?
Let's try and board them. Can I send multiple boarding parties to the same ship? Yes, I can. And I have 4 in total across my fleet, so I can double board both Heracles.
Is there an advantage to just sticking them all on one? Would that make it well and truly stuffed?
Movement mode. Can I find missiles? No, I can't. Okay. Tell you what, normal raiders can go after the Yanis because it doesn't have flag.
Calculating. Confirmed.
Okay. Okay, a properly like power adjusted Revenant is a really serious thing. So
nice thing on battle chatter. I thought I just heard some battle chatter. It was like a woman's voice or something.
That might have been just the when you give orders thing. But we'll hear it on the
that's right, you put a nuke on the Yanis. Don't let it.
That's true, so we should probably have people on defense posture more. Okay, you know what? You guys defend the Revenants. You can carry on doing that. Is that Scorpion deployed? Can I stop it and make it deploy where it is?
No, that's not going to work, is it?
Okay.
Why are you wanting to set a target?
Oh, it did work. Now it's firing at the thing.
There you go. Although Hercules is taking some damage.
Oh, the Scorpion died. Wow, that's a lot of flak that these things have.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, someone's gonna get nuked. But let's carry on reenacting the end of Pirates of the Caribbean 3 on this. Deeply underappreciated movie. I really like Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
Is it deeply underappreciated?
Yeah, the second one is admittedly very bad, but the third one is like, it's weird. It doesn't feel like Pirates of the Caribbean. Like it's all, it's got quite a few like oddly.
There was consensus about the second two Pirates of the Caribbean.
They're definitely better than the ones that came after them.
Oh yeah. Have you seen On Stranger Tides?
I've seen part of it. It was truly awful.
So bad.
I think apparently the one after it's even worse.
That I haven't seen.
But World's End has like, it has lots of strangely arty scenes in it all the time. Like it's all very like avant-garde and weird in certain bits. I like it a lot.
good job taking down the Hercules. Wow, you really focused it down with those Revenants properly.
Yeah, Revenants are good when you've got them set up right.
So this guy's boarded as well. Use the machine learning.
Oh yeah, machine learning. Oh, they can buff the raiders that are boarding things. Oh.
Is that only within a certain range?
Well, it's a pretty long range if it is.
Stay in school, raiders.
Get over there. And you can... See, if you hang back and just elevate, what's your... Say...
By your command.
Nicely done. The servers get quickly up there.
Yeah, I should defense push this guy. Oh, that's not a Cylon thing. See, that's how much I play Colonials, guys.
Reroute power to defense.
It's already on full.
Oh, okay.
Get over there. Oh no, you don't have forward guns. Don't do that. Get on the broadside. You start descending toward that Janus. I'm probably gonna get nuked in the underside. Well, okay. How many Centurions do you have? No Centurions left. Yeah. Recall. Ah, I can choose where to recall it to.
Confirmed.
Do you have Centurions? No.
Can you get the Centurions off the ship that you just blew up? Or are they, what's the word, dead? Oh, I suppose you can bring the heavy raiders back and then put more Centurions on them, right?
Yeah. Squadron does not require repairs and must recall to its own carrier. So I take it that's its own carrier.
Confirmed.
Okay.
Wait, can you board a ship, put Centurions on it, recall the same heavy raider, and then bring over more Centurions when the Centurions are still on board it? And just keep like feeding in Centurions?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Oh, there comes the nuke. Going towards.
The Cerberus? Or that Gorgon there? Looks like it's the Gorgon. One of those two, right? Can you not tell a unit of raiders to specifically target the nuke?
They already are doing.
Oh, okay. So you're fine.
I don't think that's how that works. Do I put these guys on defense posture and then... Okay, if I tell them to defend the squadron that's already attacking it, maybe that'll do it. Ah, the heavy raiders are ready.
Confirmed. By your command.
So are theirs. Ah, so we want to hit them from off the aft. That's their blind spot. Wow, curtains for that guy.
Oh, good job. Definitely handled this quite well. What's the nuke situation? Shoot it down?
I think it looks like it's been shot down, yeah.
Okay. This whole boarding thing you can do with the Gorgon's pretty snazzy. Especially as you can like buff everything.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you just have machine learning on all the time?
I probably should, I just keep forgetting to do it.
You've got it on, you just turned it off.
Right, there we go. You guys may as well launch a pointless boarding action. Oh no, you're still getting more Centurions.
Yanis is trying to ran away. Anyway.
You guys can...
We got a ship called Magaliesburg.
Seem to, yeah. Very Cylon name.
Hmm. Is this?
Confirmed.
No. There we go.
They do just look like base stars and remnants. Battle stars.
Well, that's early Cylon stolen colonial stuff. Let's watch that replay.
I really like the way these billboards look.
There's proof that you can win with both of the ships.
Server well off down.
I reckon some of the really fancy players will do some crazy things with those Gorgons.
Yeah. Oh, the Scorpion platform, right? The Scorpion platform didn't really do a lot. They just sort of sent it out and put it immediately in the flat field and then it died. Oh well. Yes, no. Hey.
Good stuff.
Well done, Dan.
Well, thank you for joining us, everyone. That was Battlestar Galactica Deadlock Sin and Sacrifice coming on the 19th.
19th of March.
Which you can find on Steam. I'll be doing a I think we'll be doing a versus match at some point on Spacedock. So we'll
maybe we could do that next Wednesday.
We certainly could, yeah. And we recommend you check it out because I quite like those new ships and I'm going to be playing around with them.
Yeah, I definitely want to give out the
Heracles.
Heracles a try.
Yeah. Should be very interesting. Thank you for having us, Slytherin, and we'll see you all very soon. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, so everyone.